Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Going green and organic certainly isn't a new concept. That is, until you consider the wine industry. Something else you may not realize is that two pioneers in this field live right here in the North Carolina foothills community of Elkin.
We are the only certified organic vineyard and winery in North Carolina, which makes us a little unique.
There's one other organically certified vineyard that we know of, no other wineries. We also, from the research we've done, have been led to believe that we are the only organically certified vineyard and winery in Southeast United States, which is quite an accomplishment.
Clyde and Pat Colwell come from entirely different backgrounds. She was an executive with IBM with an MBA from Duke University, while he received his master's and doctorate from Penn State in school administration. Their passions were slightly different as well. She was concerned with the welfare of the environment, while he wanted a vineyard and winery of his own. Together, they created Carolina Heritage Vineyard and Winery, a 35-acre organic farm established in 2005 in the ever-popular Yadkin Valley wine region.
An organic vineyard uses nothing but natural products in anything we do.
And therein lies the reason most vineyard owners choose not to go the organic route.
They ask us, how do you do it? And I always point out to the vineyard through the windows in the tasting room and say, well, we don't have any nice brown strips under the vines because we don't use herbicides. But we still have weeds, so we pull weeds. So there's a lot more manual work to it, and the cost of organic fertilizers is higher than the cost of traditional fertilizers. To us, it's worth it. To us, the soil is worth the effort, and we do things like when we planted some more vines actually yesterday. We always put in worm castings, and what you get after this, we're worm casting. This is the dirt that was in this hole, and this was a hole that we planted probably 5 years ago. We use worm castings when we plant, and you can see the difference. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing.
For pest control, the Colwells look to something equally environment friendly.
The guineas are great hunters of beetles and anything that flies above the ground. The chickens are always scratching, so they're the ground crew. The guineas are the aviation crew, and so it's a nice balance between what they do in a vineyard for us.
The types of grapes grown at Carolina Heritage also have to be conducive to organic specifications.
We have no vinifera planted, the traditional European wine grapes. In California, where it's dry, they can do vinifera organically. It's not clear that you could in our climate. So all of the grapes that we have planted are either native to the region or they're hybrids that are more disease and pest tolerant. We have 2.5 acres of muscadines. We have Carlos, Doreen, Noble, Magnolia. We also have a grape that's native to Virginia called Norton or Cynthiana, which is a very heavy red grape. It's similar to a Cab Sauv.
The winery itself is also organically certified, so we use all natural products in the production of the grapes and also in production of the wines.
Even the design of the winery itself is meant to conserve energy.
Tasting room's on the top side, the winery is downstairs. When you're 16 feet underground, the air temperature is about the same year-round. It varies between about 45 and about 65. So we don't have to use a lot of refrigeration, we don't have to use a lot of heating down there, and it's a nice temperature for fermentation of wine itself.
The result is a collection of wines that are unlike many in the eastern United States.
We have dry whites. We have a Tremonette, which is American hybrid. We have Chambourcin, which is a French hybrid. We have normally a Chambourcin Cynthiana blend. We have muscadine wines, Carlos, Magnolia, Noble. We have our first blueberry wines this year.
With the objective of creating an organic vineyard and winery achieved, the Colwells decided to take their conservation efforts a step further by taking their winery off the grid.
We have the sun every single day of the year. It's free, it's usable, why not? We just installed a photovoltaic system on the roof which produces 75% of the electricity that we use in this facility every year.
The Colwells and Carolina Heritage have plowed the way to a whole new way of thinking about how to have a successful farming business in an age when our planet needs care like never before.
Just the fact that they're committed, they have solar power here, they've made a real commitment to implement best management practices to prevent runoff and not use pesticides and grow, probably some of the best grapes around, because, there's a commitment from Pat and Clyde to make sure that they're providing a quality product and not impacting the environment in a negative way.
And our primary concern is not for ourselves, really. It's for the generations that are to follow, to make sure that those guys have the opportunity for clean air, clean water, and a great place to live.
To learn more about Carolina Heritage Vineyard and Winery and taste a few of their wines, look for Carolina Heritage just off 268 in Elkin any Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 6. For directions or more information, or to schedule a tasting on another day, just call 336-366-3301 or go online to carolinaherintagevineyards.com.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.